Well, howdy everybody. How's everybody doing today? This is your friendly neighborhood Chef Shade Tree. Well, as you can see, I'm going to get on my garage here. And I just wanted to show my current state of affairs in here before I get started on this. I got my Dakota here backed up to the garage door here so I can start unloading. And I just wanted to show you guys this. This is my dad's garage. This is the way it was left. Well, this has changed. My toolbox has been in here since my dad's passed away. But anyways, yeah, this corner here has been about the same here, except for the rotors and that and that. Other than that, it's been the same right there ever since. I want to start in this corner right here. That's where I'm going to start. I figured if I start over on this side, that's just too much to move right at the present moment. But my initial thinking is, if I get this corner cleaned out right here, I'm going to move everything out of this area. My dad's drill press, and then there's a distributor machine here that I don't know what I'm going to do with exactly yet. I want to move it out of here. There's heads down in here, my dad's old jack, stuff like that. Because eventually my goal is to put my toolbox right here. I'm going to move all this stuff out of right in this area so I can get my toolbox put there. There is a door right there. That door is in pretty sad shape. The glass in it's all broke up and everything. I'll show that when I get to it. But anyways, the first thing I'm going to do in order of business is I'm going to clean out this whole corner right here. I'm going to take everything out. My rotors. Those are rotors off the Jeep. I want to make a dedicated spot outside someplace where I'm just going to put rotors, because I got rotors everywhere. See, there's rotors there, drums. There's rotors and drums scattered all over the place. And rotors pay more than just regular scrap. So I want to put them in a dedicated area. Haven't figured out yet where. I kind of have an idea, but we'll get to that later. But first off of business, we'll get this whole corner cleaned out. And I want you guys to see it before that happens. And just, I'm just going to clean out this area right here, but I want to show you up in here where, my dad had a belt, a rack for belts and stuff like that. There's snowmobile belts. And then he hung hooks up here for his chainsaws. That's my chainsaw. I put that one up there. That one's mine. And this one's mine. That's a Craftsman. And then that's a Poulan. So those two are mine. The rest are dad's. But anyways, them are my torches. I bought those torches. I got 2 oxygen tanks. And then 1 propane tank. But anyways, I'm going to get this stuff moved around. I'm going to do some maneuvering around in here. I got to put this back over here. The crane is kind of a pain in the ass to have, but they're handy. But this crane, you got to have that much area to put it. But there you can see the transmission jacks in it. But I'm going to get this. I'm going to start moving stuff around. And yes, I'm using this as a bench top again. I need to get this put together onto that. So that's the initial plans here. To get started in this corner, possibly start on the toolbox, after I have everything out of here. So let me get to that, and if I come across anything interesting, I'll show it. Okay, after picking a few things out of here, I just wondered if you guys want to know what that is. This was my potty chair when I was a kid. Yeah, still got the pot in it. But yeah, that was my little potty training chair when I was a kid. I wanted to show you guys this a little bit. Here's a motorcycle seat. I had found that in a vehicle a long time ago. I don't know exactly what it went for too, but I found that in the car. And then Dad had this trash can back here for his cat food cans. The cat food cans were made out of aluminum. And that's where he threw some of this stuff. And it looks like he threw a few. Oh, there's Dad's drill. I was wondering where that drill got to. Huh. I just found this old Craftsman drill. I wonder where it happened to that. Wow. Oh, it's a skill. Well, that's not a Craftsman. That's a skill drill. That must have been something I found. That could have been something I found in the car. Possibly. Anyways, yeah, I didn't know, I forgot about that. I'm gonna get some, oh yeah, this canteen. Here's a canteen, old Army canteen. I do believe I found that in a vehicle too at one time. But anyways, I'll show you these. I got all them gallon jugs out of this area right here. They're all sitting around in there. All these gallon jugs. Yeah, a bunch of them. I took the tops off these cans because these cans are no good. They're empty. So when I get them empty, I'm going to take the tops off of them so I know they're empty. So I don't grab them again. But I need to find some place to put them. They need to go in the trash. There was a bag right there started with some trash in it. That's just got metal in it. So I gotta get this stuff sorted out. There's a dang converters underneath there and front pump, hub pumps for transmissions, and yeah, tray of pistons, and there's a toolbox there too. I do believe there's some tools in there. We'll have to get, I'll dig that out and we'll look through that. But yeah, I just want to show this real quick and get back at it. Okay, after I got more of that stuff out of the corner, there's some wiring harness or something. I think one's a door harness, but it ain't no good because it's all cut up. I think that's a door harness right there, but it ain't no good. Found two of the carburetor cleaner baskets with stuff in it. 2 boxes of stuff. I don't know what's all in that. I got nothing but them cans, aluminum cans. You can see they're aluminum cat food cans. Found one of the Echo chain guards, chain things. I think that goes on that one right up there. Anyways, I got down to an aluminum wheel. I don't remember that, where it came from, but I found something interesting down here. Down the mess here, I found these pictures. You can see there's a bunch of deer outfield out back. But there's some interesting pictures here. And a particular interesting couple of pictures was this one here of my dad when he won the championship, he won the Veterans Championship. And that's his plate that he got. And a few of them other pictures in here of that too, but I can't get them apart. They're kind of stuck together here. There was one other one here. Let me find it. Of Dad. Right there he is. Right there it is, another picture of him with his plaque. Ah, well, Pope. Yeah, another picture of him with his plate, his plaque. But, yeah. I don't know who this guy is. Picture of my dad. But I'm going to have to get some of these peeled apart here. Especially these here. Got more pictures of him with holding his plaque. His placard, so... yeah, I'll try to get them peeled apart sometime. But that's as far as I got. I'm going to get this toolbox here picked up. Set it up somewhere where I can get it open and look in it. So let me get to that here real quick. Okay, here's this toolbox here. I just cleaned it off a little bit. I didn't use water or anything on it or anything to clean it with. I just used a dry rag. And you can see this was probably quite old since it's got a leather handle on it. Still sturdy. Picked it up. But what I've decided to do, instead of opening this thing up right now, I'm going to do another video on it. I want to find out who's watching my videos here. If you've watched it all the way through or just skipped through it or what. But I'm going to do a separate video on this. If you guys want to see what's in it, or want to guess what might be in it, put it in the comments. Let me know what you want. If you want to see the video, get me some likes. If I get enough likes, maybe I'll do a separate video on this toolbox. But until then, it's going to remain a mystery. I don't even know what's in it. I don't remember. So I have not opened it up. I'm not going to open it up until I decide when we do a video for it. Or if I don't do a video for it, then I guess I'll never find out what's in it. But let me know, guys, what you want to do. Let me open that thing up. I'm gonna get some likes here. So let's get on this, guys. Let's get me some. Just get me people wanting to see this. But anyways, I want to get into this. What stuff I found here in the corner. We had stuff here piled in the corner. And here's a few things. This is our oh shit bar. Dad made an oh shit bar, so if you ever needed a extra leverage on a ratchet or the breaker bar, right there's the bar for it. That's the oh shit bar. And then there's this piece of trim. I have no clue and idea what it's from. No idea. That's a pretty long piece of trim. Looks like it might go on the hood, maybe, or heck, I don't know. Let me know, guys. What do you think? Piece of trim. Then this is a hood prop. We use bars like this for hood props. Piece of steel here. I don't know where it come from. There's a piece of square tubing there, just like there's a piece of square tubing clear up. That must be. It's about as tall as the garage here. Garage is 10 foot, so yeah, that's 10 foot right there. That's a long piece of tubing. I don't know what Dad had for. Anyways, I'll get that out of the corner. I'm going to clean this corner out. There's something else. Well, maybe that was it. Oh, piece of wood for the door here. But I put that piece up on the door a long time ago because cats were coming in. You can see it's got this window's busted out right here. The window behind it's broke out. That's why I kind of crawled over top of stuff just so I could put that piece up and screw it to the wall. It's actually screwed to the door over here, not over here. It's still loose. I want to get this door replaced, so I'm glad I got it open now. Now I can get to it. I'll find out what size it is and see if I can find a door for it. But anyways, there we go with that. Like I said, I got these boxes here, stuff. I'm going to have to go through this stuff sometime or another. I'm going to keep on moving some of the stuff out. Oh, I wanted to tell you guys this too. These cat food cans that my dad always had. I always found something interesting to use this with those cans. Always found something I can use them for. But that's hair that I cut off a long time ago. Off my head. I think no, it's not hair. That's copper wire. That's copper wire in there. I thought it was hair at first until I looked at it a little closer. No, that's copper wire. Oh shit! I thought maybe it was some of my hair that I cut off at one time. That's copper wire right there. Same with what's down in here, probably. Yeah, a piece of copper wire. Some copper wire. Those little cans come in handy for stuff like that. And there's some navel jelly. Rust dissolver navel jelly. I got another thing of it up there somewhere because I think I lost one at one time or another. I'm gonna start going through this stuff too. There's some tools on there, my dad's. I'm gonna get this swept out here, get it cleaned up. Well, I got the doorway cleaned out and I put most of this stuff back. I actually broomed all this right here. I cleaned this all down, so it's good. I'm gonna have to repaint that someday. This the light switch here actually is for the garage. I want to show this. I forgot that, but there's that switch right there for that light there. And I found this the switch, the door opener switch. You can see this is an old Sears Craftsman door opener on this door. It doesn't work. Well, I found out why it doesn't. there's a wire off here, so that might be a reason why that doesn't work. So I can hook that back up. Maybe it'll work. But I wanted to show you guys this door. It's a 32-inch door. There's some dang mud daubers that made the nest there. 32-inch door, and I want to show you guys this actually still does work. Look at there. It actually works. I can't open it up too much because of this board here. I want to show you if I can get it open far enough. The broken glass that's in it. Yeah, there's broken glass. See the broken glass? But yeah, it still works. I don't know if I'll just go ahead and maybe board it up. Put a board over that area maybe. I don't know. But I'd like to put a new door there. If anybody's got a good used door, let me know. But I'm going to take this out of here next. I'll move my tanks. I think I'll probably move my toolbox around a little bit so I can move my tanks around. The drill press. My dad long time ago, he complained because he's got a drill press down in the basement, and he complained. He goes, "Well, I wish I had a drill press out in the garage. If I had drill press out in the garage, we'll have to run up and down the steps, half a dozen times just do something." So I bought him that drill press. I bought Dad this drill press one year for Christmas. As you can see, it's a Delta Shopmaster. It's still hooked up. It still works. I do believe the light still works. Yep, there it is. Light works. So it still works. So I'm gonna move this off of here real quick. Now you can see there's some drill bits here. There's some vices. Got a computer here out of a Ford vehicle. Some drill bit boxes here. I'm going to move this real quick, and I'll show you what's down in this area here. Okay, guys, I just found this over there on the drill press. Yeah, some kind of a Cutler hammer motor circuit selector, NEMA Freedom Series. Yeah, this is over there on the drill press. Anybody knows what this is? Something for starters. 3-phase motor. What kind of conduit you use, I guess, or something or other. But yeah, that's pretty cool. That was over there on that. It was over there beside the drill press there. So whatever this is, guys, let me know. Well, everybody, I got my torches moved, the tanks moved from over here. I got the drill press moved. And you see there were some flywheels and flex plates down underneath the drill press. There was 3 transmission front pumps, torque converter, and 3 drums. There's a Ford water pump right there. Oh, and a whole slew of lawnmower blades down there. They were down underneath there beside the flywheels, or flex plates, or whatever you want to call them. I'm going to stop here. My video is getting quite long. I want to stay under, well, this is getting almost 20 minutes long. But I'm going to talk about what's underneath the drill press there, some of the few tools my dad had on the drill press there. I'll go through these heads, find out what's all in them. And then I'm probably going to try to remove this right here. So stay tuned for that for tomorrow. I'm going to move these. I'm just going to move some of this stuff out of the way for tonight. And end the video now. And we'll get back with it tomorrow, and I'll show you guys, more stuff in here. So we'll catch you guys later, and thanks for always watching. And don't forget the toolbox. Give me some comments on who wants to see what's in that toolbox. And I like to get some likes on these videos, or some viewers. So let's see what's in this toolbox here. Catch you guys later. Thanks for always watching.